Welcome to the Bat Signals from the Multiverse. This is a Facebook and YouTube live podcast shining a light across Gotham, Marvel, and the entire multiverse of comics, movies, and beyond. After the live show, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get your audio fix. Each week, we fire up the signal and explore the stories that keep us hooked. From Gotham's shadows to the Marvel multiverse, from the Bat Caves to Krakoa, we spotlight the worlds that shaped us as fans. Expect comic reviews, movie breakdowns, passionate debates, absurd games, maybe even a few crossovers that no one asked for, but we're going to do it anyway. Whether you're a Bat fan or an X-Men diehard, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, or just here for the popcorn, Bat Signals from the Multiverse is the place to be. I'm the OC self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Butin, and with me every week, I have the greatest of all co-hosts, the unverified twin of Dwayne The Rock Johnson in the eyebrows, the unverified twin of Dave Bautista in the head wrinkles, the unverified twin of Carl Weathers in the mustache,
the flavor saver,
the unverified twin of Tony Todd in the right earlobe, and the unverified twin of Shamar Moore in the nipples. Brian, how in the heck are you?
I am all good, my friend. We took a few weeks off, but we are back better than ever. Want to thank all of you for surviving the pandemic. Want to thank all of you for testing nerd positive and now joining us as we venture into the Bat Signals from the Multiverse. My name is Brian S. Dennis. With this week, the S stands for Pennywise.
Yes, we will definitely get. Oh, and I just realized episode 2 just dropped.
It actually dropped Halloween, so it dropped a little early. It dropped Halloween.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna have to watch that.
It is, and I will refrain from spoilers that we get into it. It's like a mini movie. Number one, it's almost an hour and 15 minutes long. It's long.
Yeah.
And it is so good, and it will never make you look at store-bought pickles again the same way.
That's good because I don't look at store-bought pickles anyway, because I hate pickles.
That has actually been this theme since Halloween. So we're recording on Sunday, so it's been a couple days since the episode dropped. But that's been a running theme of people reviewing it just about the scene. And when you watch it, you'll totally see it. Just of like, in a great way, disturbing. And again, once you watch the episode, you know what speaking of, and we'll talk about I love our favorites, but yes, Pennywise and It, welcome to Derry, my friend. Absolutely.
Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's do our WWE recap, and then we will get right into our favorites.
All right. So I'm going to give you a real quick recap of the WWE and want to wrestle. Primarily, I'm just going to talk about Saturday night's main event, which was last night as we were recording. It was a 4-episode card on NBC or Peacock, depending on where you access WWE programming. 4 matches, all title matches, and really there were no major surprises. However, possibly maybe except for one match, we did not do our typical predictions of our heart and head picks. What's going to run through the card. So match number 1, kicking us strong, was the match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, who's the champion of the SmackDown show, defending against Drew McIntyre, and did not expect there to be any different result than what we got, which was Cody pinning Drew. I actually, while my head knew Cody was going to retain, I was hoping maybe possibly Drew won this. Drew is a really good heel. Actually, SmackDown is a little light on heels with Kevin Owens being out and a lot of things. Kevin Owens returns will probably come back as a baby face. They're really their main event level heels really aren't there right now. So it would make more sense for that brand to have a heel champion. But it's Cody. Cody retained, and I'm not sure what we do with Drew McIntyre from this moment. Brad, quickly, what were your thoughts on the match?
It was all right. I think that was going to be the theme of the night. This one did not whelm me at all. I mean, it was just meh.
Yeah,
it was there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, it was. When there's 4 matches, probably one of the better ones. But like, dude, I fell asleep in the final match.
Did you? Okay,
I did.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get in there. But
we'll get there. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, I'm with you. There's no shakeups.
Mm-hmm. Well, and to give WWE a little bit of grace here, this Saturday night's main event. First of all, it's more or less like a combined SmackDown and Raw. It's on television. You don't see a whole lot of big changes. Famously, the most famous thing that's ever happened on a Saturday's main event where the Mega Powers exploded, which started the Savage Hogan feud back in the 80s when I was really little. But beyond that, I mean, the idea is it's an additional night of card. They build it up really kind of nostalgic.
Yeah.
But also remember that due to injuries, they've had to shake up quite a bit. So on the Raw side, which will lead to the final match, Seth Rollins' injury caused him to have to vacate, which shook up what was going to be the match at Saturday's main event. And Jacob Fatu's injury sped up from reading online. The match we got between Cody and Drew was actually going to occur at Survivor Series War Games, but due to Jacob Fatu's injury, they had to move this match forward a little bit. I'm assuming Cody would have won that match as well, but definitely they did not kick it into high gear at all in this match. Next up, we've got Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for the women's championship. In this one, we saw Jade Cargill not only defeat Tiffany, but pretty much squash Tiffany. Tiffany walked in with a kayfabe knee injury. That was to give Jade a reason to defeat her soundly, to really create Jade as a heel. And I don't know about you, but I really like heel Jade Cargill. I think she's physically, by her physical presence, should be dominating. And just having her go out there and do power move after power move feels almost like a female, not to that extreme, but female version of like a Brock Lesnar or a Goldberg. She should be going out there and power bombing and suplexing people and then hitting them with the jaded and getting the 1, 2, 3. They did that. Tiffany had a really good run as the women's champion. This sets up Jade and probably is setting up Jade versus Bianca at WrestleMania, which is a match I think I personally would love to see.
I agree. The other thing that Jade works better as a heel because she's not good. She's not great. And so she can take some of those botches and stuff like that, and it makes more sense for her. That's what I was thinking there during the match. I'm like,
that is definitely that too. Having people that can sell for her, that basically make her offense look really good. She is not to the skill. Brock Lesnar is a very skilled wrestler. She is definitely not Brock Lesnar, but she's a lot better than the Ultimate Warrior. So she's somewhere. So maybe again, early days of Goldberg. There's even later days of Goldberg. Ask Bret Hart. But again, and that was the one that was really the shakeup, if you will, that we got. We did have another title change, if you want to call that in a minute. Dominic Mysterio defeated both Penta, who I know is your favorite wrestler.
Oh God, love him.
And Rusev. All right, has Penta grown on you at all now?
No.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. I will go for anybody that he is fighting.
Okay.
I can't stand him. Dude.
I know that first match because he did have some botches.
Yeah.
He was really nervous. They had him do a longer promo than they probably should have. I heard the match also went much longer than what they had anticipated to go. But I gotta say, I really like his ring work. He's got an incredible amount of charisma. I mean, for Raw wrestlers outside of like Jay, trying to think of other really big baby faces. LA Knight.
Mhm.
So if you take out LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso, so who are your three kind of main event level baby faces? For the mid carders, he probably gets the biggest pop as a baby face. I mean, kids dress up like him. They're doing
Yeah.
the Sierra Meadow to get the dab from him. It's a big social media thing. You see all over people doing the Penta strut.
Mhm.
So I mean, his gear looks cool. So I know he's not your favorite guy, but in the world of sports entertainment, he's pretty popular. So
I
you
get
know,
it. I get it. Yeah, and I'm never gonna root for him, but you
okay.
know what? I do appreciate it. I can give. I mean, but let's be real. Dom's losing the belt because he's gonna be going after bigger things.
He will eventually. Again, I see him carrying it through. He's gonna lose at a major pay per view, so he's gonna lose it
Right.
either at the Rumble or possibly WrestleMania. So who do you think? I have my thoughts on who eventually
Mhm.
beat Dom for it. Who do you think beats Dom for the Intercontinental title?
I think it's gonna be Finn Balor.
I as well. They've been
I
laying
mean,
the
like
seeds for that.
they're setting up. I mean, like the Judgment Day isn't really anything now at all. I mean, you got two
Without
tag teams and you got Dom.
Yeah, I mean they're best singles wrestlers, at least the wrestlers that they've really pushed. Because first, JD McDonough is fantastic in the ring. He's a very small wrestler,
Mhm.
so they're probably going to keep him as primarily a tag, right, wrong, or indifferent. Their most breakout singles were Damian Priest, who's now on SmackDown,
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley, our personal favorite,
Yeah.
who's a single, and honestly, Liv Morgan, who's out injured as well. So you're right.
Yeah.
At this point,
She should be coming back soon,
she
though, I
should
would
be.
think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard both her and Rey Mysterio are supposed to be coming back very soon. My guess is Liv will probably be a Royal Rumble entrant, which would make sense.
Mhm.
Possibly, and then my guess is, as we're predicting, I see Liv coming back at the Rumble, possibly see Bianca Belair coming back at Elimination Chamber, and maybe going back to back Elimination Chamber victories. But Dominic won the triple threat. I think we pretty much all expected that to happen. But I agree with you. He's going to eventually drop the title. I'm surprised he kept the Mega Championship as long as he had, because
Right.
usually when they've had WWE or NXT stars hold championships from other organizations, is to get that spotlight on them, like TNA and like AAA. But then they drop those championships fairly quickly. Dom is also a Latino wrestler, so it
Mhm.
gives a lot of respect to that. Mysterio is a very strong name, obviously, in all of wrestling, especially in Lucha Libre. But I do think he eventually drops it to Finn. That's going to make Finn a babyface that might put the final nail in the Judgment Day, which I really like Judgment Day. And
Mhm.
given
Same.
what they were initially expected to be, especially with Edge and the supernatural thing, I realized it kind of made them like kind of a gang, but also really funny. They do a lot of really cool things. So there's that. By the way, before I talk about the main event, when you were mentioning Penta, that guy that everybody seems to like, but just doesn't resonate with you, you know who's that wrestler for me?
Who?
LA Knight.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
grew
I
up with
agree with you.
Rock and Stone Cold in their heyday, and to me,
Yeah.
he does an imitate. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a good wrestler,
He's good. Yeah.
but to me, he pulls so much from Rock and Austin, and with the world of television streaming services, those guys, even though they've both been out as full-time competitors for well over, probably getting close to 2 decades at this moment, their stuff always still feels a little bit fresh in the heyday of the Attitude Era. Every time he drops a promo, every time he does the BFT or that elbow drop he does, all that does is really hits me with the vest. All of that just hits me. All that just hits me.
Mhm.
You're doing Rock and Austin and just put a little spin on it. People have always done that. Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
stole. Everybody imitated Ric Flair, but it's just like, so that keeps me from really seeing him as that next superstar. I don't see a lot of originality with him. So
I think my biggest problem with LA Knight is his name. I don't like the name LA Knight
they
because
probably
it just seems like it's too West Coast. And it's not like for
It also
everybody.
seems very throwback 80s, like LA Night, something you'd heard in the 80s.
It feels like a bad 80s movie that I would have loved to
Yeah,
watch.
absolutely. They've tried
Yeah.
like hanging out with Snake Plissken or something. They've
Right.
tried to play it a little bit by using like the chess piece, the knight, the horse on his vest. It actually is kind of cool looking. When he was in TNA, he went by Eli Drake.
Mhm.
And that's actually even the cadence of LA Knight was Eli Drake. So
Mhm.
there's a bit of that. But yeah. So we'll see where he goes. And I'm curious. So there are a couple wrestlers, and I think LA might have a bit of an injury, but there are a few wrestlers that we can talk about more in another episode that are really, when we get into WrestleMania season, especially when we get to the Rumble, there are a few guys that are really in limbo right now. Drew McIntyre and LA, not probably the biggest name, but absolutely, and also you can throw the loser of the main event that we're about to talk about also in that vein. Like, what do some of these people do? But before we get to the main event, I'm going to tell you about my favorite part of Saturday Night's main event. If it was yours, it was mine.
Okay.
Which was the announcement of the tournament for John Cena's final opponent, which is going to start as we're recording on a Sunday, a week from tomorrow, as Cena will have his final appearance, at least as a wrestler, in Boston at a Raw show. So they mentioned it'll be a 16 person tournament on Raw and SmackDown, but they also mentioned that even though the tournament will be on Raw and SmackDown, they will bring up wrestlers from NXT potentially to be in this tournament. I'm thinking Obafemi, Trick Williams, that level of competitor. Maybe even someone like Joe Hendry from TNA. But I'm curious.
He's definitely going to be in there.
So,
Mike, say his name.
He appears. Yes. So with that,
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I also believe in Joe Hendry. So with that being said, figuring that it will be someone that he's already not faced in this retirement tour. So let's take out. Well, we know it won't be Cody because he's not going to challenge for title again. So it won't be Cody. It won't be CM Punk. It won't be Randy Orton. It won't be R-Truth. It won't be AJ Styles. It won't be Brock. So those are I think that's all of his big matches we talked about. Who do you think should be? I have my opinion. I'm curious. Who do you think should be his final opponent?
So he did say people that don't work for the company as well. I really think we're gonna get a Jericho or an Edge. I think. I mean, I know contracts are
right
up at AEW with them.
Yeah, especially Jericho.
Especially Jericho.
Yep.
And I know that like something as big as Cena's last match, AEW might strike a deal with WWE.
Yeah, I mean, I know Tony Khan's the son of a multi-billionaire, but WWE's got pretty deep pockets, and having both companies have really flexed that they're willing to work with other competitors. If they pull something like that off, that'd be really cool.
And that's my hopeful. That's my hopeful.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think it's going to go to somebody that the WWE is 100% behind, that wants to make the next GOAT.
Yep.
Yep.
And so that leads me to my pick, which I think even maybe gave us a bit of a spoiler if you watch the video package, because we haven't seen him since he lost the world title to CM Punk. I think it's going to be Gunther.
I'm good at that.
Gunther's got a physical style. He's lost very few matches, but he's been on, for him, a bit of a losing streak. And talk about someone that, and Cena has been really good about putting over, and we saw, and I think maybe even gave us a little wink of that with his match against Brock. Like, you give me someone that's really physically imposing that Cena can sell for, that can throw Cena around the ring, but it also can be safe. And if Cena's ever going to take a pounding, let it be his last match. And someone that, again, the ring is sacred. I mean, I think it kind of writes itself. And we haven't seen Gunther again since he lost the title to Punk, and he was out with the they're saying it's a nosing. I think it was giving him some time off television, but I think you bring it back in. With it being a 16-person turn, that would be 4 rounds. You haven't come in, you haven't squashed people the first few rounds. Maybe give them a really competitive match in the semis and the finals. But at the end of the day, we get Cena versus Gunther. And if Cena is the type of wrestler and person, it seems like he will do what all great wrestlers do when they plan their own retirement. You go out on your shield, you lose your last match. And that could be, and think about what that would mean for Gunther, whether he has a title or not, to say he
Well, that's
defeated
better
John
than any
Cena.
title.
Yeah, he defeated John Cena in John Cena's final match. That is something he can say throughout his career, and again, that will always keep him in that upper echelon. So,
agree. And I was actually going to bring. When do you think Gunther is going to come back? Do you think he will come back for the start of the tournament, or do you think they're going to release all the names of the tournament, or are they going to keep it a mystery?
I think they'll announce the matches the night of, and maybe hint like, oh, we got a couple of matches here and there. I could see Gunther again with it being in Cena's hometown. I could see Gunther being on that first night of Raw, maybe even in that either the first match or the main event. You want as many eyes as possible. You can put him in the middle. So if he's gonna be in that, his match against someone again that he could definitely destroy would be either the first match, like maybe I hate to say it, give a match with Akira Tozawa and just let him just throw Tozawa around the ring, powerbomb and put him to sleep and win the match. But I think that's what you'll see first night in Boston, and either the beginnings you hear Gunther's music to kick off the tournament or in the main event. But I don't think they tell us. I think they let that match happen. So
okay, fair enough.
All right,
man.
Last match, and then we'll move forward with our favorites, which is CM Punk versus Jey Uso. This, I know you said you fell asleep during this match. This was my favorite match because it showed a lot of back and forth. Punk, I'll just get to the chase. Punk won after a lot of back and forth. Had the title, is now going to get the reign. This is what I think most fans, including us, wanted when he came back, was to him have a world title match. I am a world title reign of longer than 5 or 6 minutes, when he beat Gunther and then it got cashed in by Rollins. I'm curious, had Rollins not been injured, if Punk would have taken the title. I really don't think so, because they're really pushing the vision. So Punk got his win, and it really makes you think what's next for both Punk and Jey Uso. Punk, number one, is the champion. Not sure who he defends against. Do they continue the program with Jay? Do they try and move something different? LA Knight is called his shot. LA Knight, again, I think might be out with an injury. There's a variety of ways they can go with that, but what do you do with CM Punk? And then I think, honestly, more importantly, is what do they do with Jey Uso? He had all that momentum coming out of WrestleMania 41, and he had a really short reign, lost it back to Gunther. He seems to always be around the main event, but either doesn't get the title shot, or when he's gotten the title shot, he's lost. So I'm just curious, what do you think is happening with Jey Uso? He's incredibly popular. The Yeet is still he's just one of the biggest pops when his music hits. The kids love him, sells all the merch. But what do you think is the plans, if anything, definitely for Jey Uso?
So I have a hot take on this. I was actually thinking about this last night during the main event, because I was actually pretty bored with the match, and I think that the Usos need another run at a title. I think there need to be. I think the Usos. I think Jay and Jimmy, especially now that they're bigger names. Yes. I think now they take the tag titles, and they have a run on that until they can work a better solo. I mean, yes, Jay is amazing solo, and honestly, man, so is Big Jim.
Yes.
But yes. I mean, but Jay's got that so much momentum, but he just can't get there. He's there, he's right there at the line, but he can never cross the finish line. And I honestly, I don't like this new turn on him, on the personality of him.
Okay.
But I also get it though. Yeah. I mean, like, I get it, like the frustration, because that's what they're showing, right?
Right.
And so I think a new Usos tag team would be good. You know what? One more time, I want to see the dance, just once.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe for just on a Saturday night, Saturday night main event. Let's come out with old music. Let's do the dance.
So with that, I mean, I think Jimmy is still technically a SmackDown wrestler. So do you think you see the Usos going after the Raw Tag Team belts currently held by AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, which is a bit of an odd combo.
Mm-hmm.
Or do you see them going after the SmackDown Championships currently held by the Wyatt Six?
Oh God, that's a great question. If they go after the Wyatt Six, you could also bring back Roman into the mix and have a bigger feud. And
True.
that just sounds like good TV right there.
Yes, and maybe even get, I don't know, maybe get maybe that's an excuse for Nia to join the Bloodline to handle Nikki Cross. So that might be a
I'm
thing.
for that.
That might be a thing. All right.
Yeah.
And again, as we get into WrestleMania season, we should really talk because there's a lot of wrestlers. And by the way, we are only a few weeks out from Survivor Series. There are a lot of wrestlers who's right now, we look at Survivor Series, moving to Royal Rumble, and then into WrestleMania season that we don't know. Like, again, we don't know how long Rollins' injury is going to keep him out. We don't know how long Jacob Fatu's injury is going to keep him out. LA Knight and Jey Uso are kind of spinning their wheels. We haven't seen much of Randy Orton lately. We haven't seen the Tribal Chief since he was taken out by Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel. I mean, there's a lot of top name stars that really, be it kayfabe or legitimately, we've not seen for injury or storyline reasons, that they've got a lot of talent that's on the shelf that they can pull back. To my last point, because I don't know if you saw it on social media, currently across the three brands of the WWE, meaning NXT, Raw, and SmackDown, there are 6, say that again, 6 current WWE champions who all are formerly in AEW.
Huh. Yeah.
So you have Ricky Saints as the NXT champion, and the NXT Women's Champion, I'm blanking on her name, Blake Monroe, are both former, both with AEW. Then you have Jade Cargill, the WWE Women's Champion. You have I'm forgetting his name real quick. Ethan Page is the NXT North American champion, what a Canadian champion as he calls it. Then you've got both Cody and CM Punk as the men's world champions. So again, you have 6 former AEW wrestlers who are now hold major titles in the WWE across all 3 of their brands. So that's so now you got to wonder, Tony Khan is sitting there going, "Oh man." But hey, they've got Moxley. So all right. Okay. With that, man, let's hit our favorites, brother.
All right. So I don't have too much to talk about. Leia had us start over on Stranger Things, so we've been doing a Stranger Things rewatch.
Yes, that will be coming out soon.
Yeah, absolutely. The new trailer looks fantastic.
Yep.
So I was trying to get to a Star Wars rewatch, but Stranger Things, I'll take it. I'll take my wins when I can get them.
Yes, sir.
So we're about 5-6 episodes in on season 1 on there. Okay. Other than that, okay, I got to talk a little bit about a movie I saw called Regretting You. Okay.
All right. I did not watch your drop on. I was going to watch it after we record, but I want to hear it. Tell me about it, man.
All right, man. So it's one of the worst movies of the year.
Really?
100%.
Really?
Okay. It's a rom-com, so if that's what you're looking for, go see it. Don't pay attention to all the huge freaking plot holes that are in it. Okay. All right. So by just watching the trailers alone, you can kind of figure out that the dad and the aunt are screwing each other and they die in a car accident.
Okay.
With that being said, I don't feel that's a huge spoiler because that's kind of alluded to in the trailers.
Okay.
But spoiler warning, I guess. In the movie, the younger girl, McKenna Grace, is texting her favorite aunt, and her aunt's like, "Yeah, it sucks to be the other woman," and that's the last thing. It's a text message. That's the last thing that she ever says to her niece before she dies in a car accident. After she dies with her brother-in-law in the same car, nobody talks about it. Nobody expects it. Like the McKenna Grace character, Kara,
yes,
doesn't even think about it. Doesn't even try to put two and two together. Not there for her grieving mother who just lost her sister and her husband because they were fucking each other. You know, I mean,
Oh,
like, dude, everybody is cheating with everybody else, and it's just, man, the girl is just so freaking naive, and then all of this, she finds love. Yeah, it's just kind of like, but there is one shining star
okay.
in this movie,
Okay.
and that is Clancy frickin' Brown. Clancy frickin' Brown plays the grandpa
I mean,
wonderfully. And McKenna Grace is great too. The acting is great. The script is horrible. The director
okay.
was bad. I mean, like the
McKenna
acting was
Grace
fun.
is a really good
Yeah.
actress. I mean, she really truthfully is.
Yeah.
Um, by the way, I looked it up and you probably gave it the kindest review. From reading some of the reviews I've seen here,
Yeah.
like
11 out of 25 on the signal spot, the signal
yeah,
review system.
yeah, I mean, it's on like Rotten Tomatoes and any I'm
29%.
yeah, it's bad. I
Yeah.
mean, it's really bad. And again, looking at the cast, Dave Franco's a good actor.
Mhm.
Definitely the least problematic of the Francos. So
Mhm.
yeah, but and you mentioned Clancy Brown, who I mean, seriously, outside of Giancarlo Esposito, Clancy Brown may have the best acting voice. When you look at, you'll see him in
Yeah.
movies, TV, video games, all those things. So yeah. So regretting you. All right, my friend. Okay. Any others you want to bring up, my friend?
You know what? I'm gonna let you take the lead of this, and I'll just
All right.
give my 2 cents because I watched a bunch of, like, I know I've been keeping up on, like, High Potential. I've been keeping up
Yep.
on Law and Order. I'm down the last week of the Chicago shows, but
Okay.
I mean all that stuff is back now.
All
So,
right.
but I'll just give my 2 cents and as you come along because
Sure.
I know the welcome to dairies out there.
Yep, yep. So here's my rewatch. So you mentioned you're rewatching Stranger Things. I did kind of a couple rewatches in our household. So number one is this will play into Welcome to Derry. So I rewatched the Tim Curry 1980s It movie, and then It, and I forgot that Curry actually had a stroke, so he's only doing voice acting now. But I
Mhm.
saw that. I watched It and It Chapter 2. All of those are, I mean, they just hold up so well. I start the rewatch of Star Trek: The Next Generation, and
Nice.
just from Farpoint Station forward, and there's so many great episodes, and just again the depth of social commentary they've always done in Star Trek. That also, once I finish TNG, I'll move over to Deep Space Nine,
Mhm.
and then before I get into the things that I really like, similar to you, I got to share something that I tried based on your recommendation. I tried to get through and I could not. It's a TV show. It goes by three numbers and it's in Music City, USA. I tried getting through 911 Nashville. They lost me at the long lost stripper brother
Yeah.
son thing. I was done. I was
Man,
done. I was so done. Like, hey, he used to be a lifeguard who's never been trained as a fire fighter, but because my dad is the chief, and we're gonna say like, hey, I didn't know you were around, but I kind of did. Even though I didn't, even though, I mean, it sounded like the episode of Friends. We were on a break, all those things. Like, but now he's like 22, and I've never done anything for him. So the way I'm gonna make up for it is I'm gonna have him become a firefighter, and he's okay with it. Like the
mhm,
kid is like, yeah, Dad, I know that you once you knew I was here, you still totally ignored me. But you
right.
got to basically give me a job because I quit to do this, and I
I quit
feel
my
like
stripping job.
yeah, and then saying like, okay, now I don't. This may shock you. I've never been. No one's ever paid me to take my
Mhm,
clothes off. They paid me to keep them on.
mhm.
But literally, where it lost me was when it said, "Hey, if you're a firefighter in Nashville, you start off making only 60 grand." Now, I
Yeah,
understand we
only.
live in a world that 60 grand, depending on your lifestyle, first of all, 60 grand, you are not rich. Okay, let me just
Yeah.
start there. But in the time our country we're talking about, $60,000 does not make you rich. However, as a single person, $60,000 you probably are able to buy milk and eggs.
Yeah, for sure.
He then says, I get paid triple that as a stripper. Now, I went to public school, but I can still do 60 times 3. That's $180,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of $1 bills.
You know, on that,
yeah,
there's no part-time stripping gigs that you can do because he was very, very popular. Yes, dude. Like 911 Nashville is so freaking far-fetched, and apparently, like they don't have to check with their bosses at all. They're like, oh yeah, we don't have to. He doesn't have to take a test to make sure, like no background check or anything like that.
Hey, he said it was a lifeguard. Like we're not going to verify that.
That works.
Yeah.
You know, did you watch Boston Blue?
I've not. That's on the list to catch up. Yeah.
All right. So like, I love the show.
Okay.
But they have one of their plot hole. There's a big plot hole that is similar to this, and I'm going to spoil it to you.
Fine.
It's not really a super spoiler of the show. It's because you got these two best friends, right? And one is Danny's son. One is the other main character's son. They're rookies. They just go through academy, and they get to be partners together.
No.
Brand new.
No.
Yeah, it bothers the shit out of me. Oh, why hello, kiddo. Do you want to
cameo time?
It is cameo time. We're talking about TV shows that we like. Do you want to talk to Brian for a minute?
Oh, I have a TV show I love.
Oh, I know you do.
Hi, Princess Leia. What show do you love?
One Tree Hill.
I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I want to be. Yes. Yes. So here's the best thing I can say about One Tree Hill. It has a really good theme song.
Mm-hmm.
It has similar to Dawson's Creek. The best thing about Dawson's Creek was it had a really good theme song. But beyond that,
don't they have Reedus? Like what? Like Dirtbag Baby?
Teenage Dirtbag.
Yeah, Teenage Dirtbag Baby. Isn't that their theme song?
For which show?
Dawson's Creek.
No, Dawson's Creek was shoot, now I'm gonna forget the name of it.
Theme song. I don't know.
It's by shoot, I'll tell you here in a minute. But yeah, so anyway, so I Don't Want to Be by Gavin DeGraw is it for One Tree Hill, and I want to say it's something like Time of Your Life. I can hear the lyrics in my head. I don't want to wait by Paula Cole. That's the other one. So yeah. But again, One Tree Hill, the other it's a show. It's a show. It's a show.
Yeah, I love that show.
I watched the first season, and that was it.
Yeah, I also love Sophia the First and Henry Danger and Victorious and the Thundermans and Sam and Cat, all those tiny kid shows.
All right. Have you watched DuckTales?
No.
Okay, tell your dad you need to watch DuckTales.
Apparently, I need to watch DuckTales.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right.
Wait, I have one more thing to say. We went to the apple orchard today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get an iPhone?
Good. Did I get a what?
Did you get an iPhone?
No. We went to the apple orchard.
Oh, so you got an iPad?
Sure.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. And then, Father, it's okay. I can take over your podcast for 5 minutes.
All the apples were overpriced and didn't do what they're supposed to do, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I think it's time for you to tell me her bye-bye because your dad's wanting to stay with me.
All right, kiddo.
And
bye-bye.
The smile is great without the braces. It was great with them, and it's great without them.
Hold on.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye bye. Bye-bye.
All right, kiddo.
I will growl at you again.
Okay, you growl.
Oh, and as always, move your bitch. Stay hydrated.
Okay.
And that does not involve like 2 caffeines a day.
Okay, that's good. I had 3. All right, Kevin. I had 1 today. All right.
It's bad for you. Put that on later.
I shared with her the best thing about Dawson's not Dawson's Creek, but One Tree Hill was the theme song.
Oh, absolutely.
However, the actual best thing about One Tree Hill was, I believe, it gave us Sophia Bush.
Yeah, it did.
And despite a lot of other things, yes. So I felt that was something that I could share with you, that instead of Princess Leia. But yes, I do believe that is where we had a few. I mean, that was a good show for a few different reasons.
Yes.
Yes, Sophia Bush. Oh, I forgot Hillary Burton was on it. I was looking it up. And then of course you had Chad Michael Murray. So yeah, I did watch the first season of One Tree Hill, and you know what that, and then later on, Supernatural debuted.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, so this is what One Tree Hill would be like if it was good.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me vampires, and it made it so much better. Give me monster. But really, the basic premise between One Tree Hill and Supernatural is quality. So with that being said, bro, yeah. So yeah.
Are you watching Tracker?
Yes,
dude, Jensen Ackles. I love Jensen Ackles.
Yes. Season 2 lost me a little bit, but towards the end of season 2, it kicked back up. And as I was going to mention, that Tracker is going really, really well. Did you finish Gen V? So they had the season finale, I think, a week ago. Maybe.
I have 1 episode left. I got to get through the finale.
All right, Gen V,
dude, it is so good.
Yes. And saying it really good for. I don't know if there'll be another season of Gen V, but the next one, The Boys, supposed to be the last. So I think it's setting up maybe for a lot. Well, it definitely, again, not to be a spoiler, it's definitely gonna have a lot of overlap. So we talked about High Potential. My guilty pleasure, I'm loving Dance with the Stars this season. That's fantastic. A great show for you to check out if you've not watched it is, if you like The Office or Superstore, in those kind of those workplace comedies. DMV.
Okay,
I
will watch it.
Is actually, the trailers don't do it justice. It has some pieces of The Office, but it's really more Superstore.
Okay,
and just some of that. And Tim Meadows, who is also in Peacemaker, he steals the show because he's this burnt out state worker who just doesn't give a damn anymore. And it's only been 3 episodes. The best parts of every episode is, regardless of how apathetic he really is, he's put in a situation that he actually has to at least admit that he cares a little bit about other people, and he does it in such a dry, deadpan way. It's just like, oh God, that is too funny. That's
awesome.
So yeah, again, it gives me all the Superstore vibes, the best episodes of Superstore. All right, my friend. And then, of course, the last one of the favorites, we've talked around it a bit, but it is Welcome to Derry. So we're only 2 episodes in. We won't talk about episode 2 because you've not watched it yet. Episode 1. By the way, if you see episode 1, did you watch the behind the scenes of it? That came right after episode 1. They did about a 10-minute review of episode 1 and with the behind the scenes.
I did not.
If you didn't, that is also really good because it had a director, the actors and actresses that played and again, this is spoiler alert. The original group of losers from Derry. Just what are your thoughts on this? And by the way, Stellan Skarsgård, we're so glad that you decided to actually continue your role as Pennywise. But any thoughts or any of the spoilers you've caught, not spoilers, but any of the Easter eggs you've caught regarding other Stephen King material with this show?
Not really. I think I might actually watch episode 1 again and then watch episode 2, just so I can. All I know is I was into it. Like
Yes.
there was no looking at my phone. I
No,
mean, like I
no.
was actually
Yes.
into it. The second that little boy, you're like, oh, well, that's Pennywise,
Yeah.
like right
With
away.
the scene with the pacifier
Yep.
and the thing and the mutant baby, it's really got a great and this is pretty standard for Stephen King. And Stephen King, they consulted a lot on, because this is a prequel. This is actually original material and how they're creating the mythos of Derry beyond Pennywise. And in the episode 2 talks a lot about it as well. It's as big a focus on the town as much as it is what's under the town. And with that being said, 2 questions. Number 1, what did you think about the ending and in the movie theater? And if you've seen episode 1, you know kind of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What do you think about how they pulled us in and how episode 1 ended?
So there was a kind of a couple ways that you could look at it. In one hand, you could be like, it's a big F you to the movie theater.
Stop. Did you mean to do that?
Oh, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That
was great.
You're welcome.
You just won the episode. That was fantastic. And if you don't know what we're talking about, watch episode 1 and you'll get it. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, man. The theater.
Yeah.
Some might say when you go to the theater, it is an experience.
Yes. That was, so again, when you go back on it, when you stream it, again, if you watch at the end of it, go through you can fast forward through the credits, and then again, it's a 5 to 8 minute, I think, behind the scene. They'll talk about not only why they made the choice, but again, we'll talk more about what happened in episode 1, even why the theater scene was the way that it worked out. But then, did you catch? And it's real quick. They'll discuss it more in episode 2. But did you catch the real quick? And they do it very quickly. Did you catch the real quick connection between it / Walking to Derry? I'll give you a hint. The military base and another Stephen King story. It's specifically to do with the military base.
Yeah, the name was, oh gosh, it was one of the books, wasn't it?
So
I forget. Yeah, I mean, I know there was that one there.
Yeah. So what it is that, and again, spoiler alert. So if you watch closely, and again, this is a they get more into it in episode 2. And I'm assuming from that point forward of how they discuss it. But if you watch closely, when the colonel is being introduced to people on the base, that he meets several different. There is the person that is the African American gentleman who's driving the general around the base. If you look at his name, it actually says Halloran. That character is Dick Halloran from The Shining. The person that the cook who explains The Shining to young Doc in The Shining, and you also see his ghost in Dr. Sleep. So that is the same character, and the fact that he has The Shining is a central plot. Looking at just taking what happens in episode 2, the fact that he has The Shining is not coincidental. Is why he's in Derry. So again, it's tying together a lot of the other pieces of King material. So definitely want to check out, again, Dick Halloran, who is one of the characters. And again, they expand more about that when you get to episode 2. Oh, and I think I lost my partner. Here he is.
Oh, can you see me?
I can't see you. I can definitely hear you, brother. Can't see you.
Oh, man. There we go. I found it. All right.
You're back, my brother. You are back.
Yeah, man. Good acting, good writing. It's just a good show.
Yes. So again, check out those. And again, episode 2. So episode 1 was just under an hour. Episode 2, I think, clocks in about like an hour 10, hour 11, somewhere in there, and is densely packed. And again, very common for Stephen King novels and material. There's a strong. He definitely for his fictional town. It takes place in the real world. Again, in a 1962, I think is the year that Welcome to Derry takes place, and you start to see some of those larger American things about what's going on in the country, and the makeup of the Air Force Base in the town also come to light. So definitely check out it. Welcome to Derry. All right, man.
All right, dude. Are you ready to play some games?
Let's do the thing.
All right, let's play some games, man. I got a game for you. You got a game for me. You got a new game. So I think I'm gonna go first.
Oh, let's do it. And we lost your video again.
What the heck? Oh my, dude. Guess what?
What's up?
We're not recording.
Oh, what happened? I thought
at I thought we were recording earlier.
We were recording. I could have swore we were recording at the beginning of it, but okay.
I think so too. But apparently, at some point, we lost recording. So we'll just record the Nerdageddon, and we'll just do the draft on there, and we'll just do that. But cool, we're still gonna play our games because
let's do it.
Yeah,
you're fun for us. It's all good. Hey, technology. It's all good, brother. All right.
All right, man. I'll go first in this game. So this game, I had a lot of fun doing the comics version of this. So this time we're going to do Who Said It villains.
Okay.
I'll read a quote, and then you got to guess who said it.
Okay.
Some are going to be easier or harder. And here's the deal. I got 10. You only have to answer 5.
Okay.
But you got to pick what numbers.
Okay. All right. I like this. All right.
All right. So it's all in your hands.
So when you're ready, I'm ready, brother.
I'm ready, man.
All right. We're going to go number 3 then.
Number 3. I was hoping that you were going to pick this one.
Okay.
This one is: a lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of sheep. A lion doesn't concern himself.
Sure. Okay, I know it comes from Game of Thrones. I'm trying to think. It's Tyrion's dad, and I can't think of Tyrion's dad's name.
I'll give it to you. Tywin.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
Good job. All right, you got one. All right, what's the next one?
Let's go 7.
7. Okay. I've been called many things over my many lifetimes. Wrathful, merciful, a protector, a destroyer.
Okay, I've been called many things. Wrathful, protector, but it was one between that, right?
Yep. I've been called many things over many lifetimes.
Okay.
Wrathful, merciful, a protector, a destroyer. I will give you a hint if you want one. I'll tell you if it's a movie, comic, or what it is.
Let me think about this one. Okay. The many lifetimes is where my head's going. Give me a hint.
This is a movie from 2005.
Ooh, you on a Wayback Machine.
But
hang on. I think hang on. What year is the movie again?
2005.
Is it from Marvel?
No.
Because you said the way you made it, that's the way we made it sound. My head went to Apocalypse, but not Marvel. Okay, you said
Yeah.
some.
Do
Okay,
another hint?
yeah, give me one more.
Okay. It is a comic book character,
Okay, but not Apocalypse.
but not Apocalypse. So yeah, it's not Marvel. But it is a
Okay.
comic book character.
I think I'm gonna have to tap out on this one. Who is it?
Ra's al Ghul, Batman Begins.
Seriously?
Yep.
Okay, nice one.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, let's go one.
All right. We are who we choose to be. Now choose.
We are who we choose to be. Now choose. Oh, okay, that's an easy one. That's Green Goblin.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right.
I just love the way he called him hero. Like choose hero. Like that was so fantastic. Willem, I mean, there's not been a lot of people who have played that character. Willem Dafoe Willem Dafoe as Norman Osborn, I think, was also really good. He made that such a conflicted, and that's the best Green Goblin, actually, is understanding that Norman Osborn truthfully was a complicated character. He's not, I mean, he got simplified because a lot of us through the cartoons that they made him a very, he's just a villain. He, and I really love, because Marvel's really good for giving us multi-layered villains. So Kingpin, Venom, Green, I almost called him Green Lantern, Green Goblin. There's a variety of villains who are really multi-textual. So just like we have anti-heroes in Marvel from the heroic side, you really have anti-villains that have really complicated. Even Thanos just have really complicated motivations. All right, so I got 2 out of 3. All right, we got to get 5 more. All right, we're gonna go. Did I say 8 yet?
You have not said 8.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. You poor souls, so afraid of the world that you created your own hell.
So afraid of the world you created your own hell.
You're so afraid of the world that you created your own hell. Don't think about this one too hard and you'll get it. If we want to hint, I'll tell you if it's a movie or a TV show. And I'll tell you the year.
Give me if it's a movie or a TV show.
It's a TV show.
All right, give me the year.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I lied. I can't give you the year.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I will tell you this. It is based on a comic. Ish. It's based on a comic. Is it? So it is based on a comic book character.
Okay. You
loosely.
So afraid of the world you created your own hell.
You created your own hell.
I don't want to tap, but I'm struggling with this one. Give me 1 sec, but I think I might have to tap out on this one.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I'm a tap.
Lucifer Morningstar from the TV show Lucifer.
Really nice. Okay, 2 out of 2. Okay.
All right, one more. This is the tiebreaker.
Okay.
There's still some really easy ones in here.
Okay, let's go 5.
Okay. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh God, that's fantastic. So that is actually Harvey Dent.
Yes.
That may be the best quote. I mean, from a very quotable, Nolan was such a master. But that dinner scene because you can just see Bruce doing his best not to go full on Batman. He couldn't stand this dude who was with Rachel. By the way, Maggie, no disrespect to Katie Holmes. Maggie Gyllenhaal was so much better
Agree.
as Rachel. And again, those are the comic book fans. We know Dent eventually is going to become Two-Face, but he made us care so much about the Harvey Dent character, and that quote just resonates so much with that. So absolutely good pull, and one of the reasons why The Dark Knight is my favorite of that trilogy.
The Dark Knight is probably one of the best superhero movies.
I mean, The Dark Knight, I think, goes down. Same thing with you can point out Logan. You can point out those superhero movies that are really movies that I mean, they're not comic book movies.
No.
They're movies based on comic books, and that I mean, there's a reason why Heath Ledger posthumously won an Oscar. That's why, in my opinion, Patrick Stewart should have won an Oscar for his role in Logan. And I mean those are probably the best two examples of that, but just fantastic films. All right.
Yeah.
So have I called 2 yet?
No, you're good. That's 5. You won.
Oh, okay. Boom. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right, man.
All right.
It's your turn now.
Okay, let's do it. So I have a new game that I was thinking about called Rated Nerd. And the reason I call it Rated Nerd is I want you to rate or rank these. So I got a couple easy, well, not necessarily easy, but a couple short ones, and I got a longer one. It's really, I think, going to test your nerd brain.
Okay.
And so these, I know it's technically November, but these are all Halloween-y, scary movie-esque ones. So
sure.
Here is the first one, if you're ready.
I'm ready.
So I'm going to name 3 vampire movies, and I want you to tell me which one overall grossed the most. Okay, grossed the most. So we've got, and this is the order in which they were released. So we've got Bram Stoker's Dracula in 1992.
God, such a great movie. Okay.
So good. Interview with the Vampire in 94. And Van Helsing in 2004. Of those 3, Bram Stoker's Dracula in 92, Interview with the Vampire in 94, and Van Helsing in 04. Which one of those do you think and this is a global box office, which of those 3 do you think grossed the most money?
Man, my heart really, really wants it to be Bram Stoker's Dracula, but my brain is not saying so. My brain is actually gonna go with Van Helsing because it was
ding. But finish your thought.
Yeah, it was for more of a wider audience.
Gotcha. It was Stoker. I mean, of the 3, Bram Stoker's Dracula was the best of those movies.
Yeah,
it's also the darkest of those movies, and probably was the most, I don't want to call it a niche movie, but it didn't have the. I mean, if you look at the stars of that. Versus, I mean, Hugh Jackman coming off of Wolverine, X-Men as Wolverine. You look at Interview with the Vampire with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise at the top of their powers. Yeah, all those things. And then you've got Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
And Gary Oldman. My God.
Yes. Talk about someone that's just done some banger roles. So, I mean, Sirius Black, Dracula. I mean, just all these fantastic Hitman's Bodyguard. I mean, everything from comedy to drama. I mean, the guy is just fantastic. All right. Okay. So then, biggest opening weekend.
Okay.
We have, again, this is strictly based on their opening weekend. So we got Jaws in 1975, the original Jaws.
Okay.
The most, It Chapter 1 was in 2017.
Okay.
And then Beetlejuice in 2024. Which one do you think had the biggest opening weekend? Not necessarily overall gross, but just that first weekend. Which one do you think made the most money of those 3? Again,
I'm gonna say Beetlejuice.
You would be wrong. It actually is it. It was very close. It was it though. It was it.
Really?
All right. So now that we got that nerd brain of yours warmed up, here's the one that I really want to test that brain. So I have a list of I have the list of the highest grossing horror franchises of all time.
Okay.
So of the top 20, I have 10.
Okay.
Of the top 20, I have 10. And I'm curious if you can order them. So I'm going to give you the 10. I'll give you the movies that made up the 10 and see how close you come to putting these in order. Okay?
Okay.
So when you're ready, I'm going to give them to you in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Ask any questions you want, but I'm going to tell you the franchise, the movies that made up the franchise, and then we'll see again if you can put, by the way, these are not necessarily the top 10, but these are 10 of the top 20. I want to be very clear.
Yeah,
these are 10 of the top 20. All right. So when you're ready, here they are in alphabetical order.
Okay.
So you have the Alien franchise, which is comprised of Aliens 1, 2, and 3, Alien Resurrection, Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and Alien Romulus. What's important about this one, Brad, is what is not counted would be any of the crossovers, such as the Alien versus Predator movies or anything that would have been released like the TV show. Okay. So it is strictly Alien 1, 2, and 3, Alien Resurrection, the prequel Prometheus, the prequel Covenant, and then Alien Romulus. Next up, we have The Exorcist, which comprises of The Exorcist 1 through 3, Exorcist the Beginning, Exorcist Dominion, and Exorcist Believer. I don't know if I ever saw Exorcist Believer. All right.
It's all right.
Next up, we've got the Jaws franchise, which is Jaws 1, 2, and of course, the Oscar award-winning Jaws 3D. By the way, you want to make Jaws not scary? Make it in 3D.
Yeah.
Jaws and then Jaws the Revenge. So those 4 movies: Jaws 1, Jaws 2, Jaws 3D, and then Jaws the Revenge.
Sharknado's not in there, or
it was
Jaws versus the Meg isn't in there either.
No, it was on the cusp. It was
gotcha.
Only if you get Ian Ziering in there, then you can get Sharknado versus the Meg.
Right.
All right. Now we've got Hannibal, and the Hannibal series comprises of actually the first movie in the series, actually Manhunter. I did not realize that.
Okay.
So we got Manhunter, Silence of the Lambs, which I think everybody seen, Hannibal, Red Dragon, and Hannibal Rising. So again, the TV series does not count in this. We've got the Paranormal Activity franchise, which is Paranormal Activity 1 through 4, The Marked Ones, The Ghost Dimension, and Next of Kin. Then we have The Purge, which comprises of The Purge Anarchy, The Purge Election Year, The Purge First Year, and The Forever Purge. And then we've got 4 more. We've got the Resident Evil franchise, which comprises of Resident Evil. Then you've got Apocalypse, Extinction, Afterlife, Retribution, Final Chapter, Welcome to Raccoon City. The animated products are not included in this list. So if you're keeping track, not that necessarily matters, Resident Evil has the most movies of the franchise. Has the most movies of the franchise. Then we go to The Ring, and these are only the American movies of The Ring, because The Ring is taken from a Japanese franchise. These are only the American movies, which is The Ring 2, and Rings plural. Last 2, Saw, which is Saws 1 through 6, Saws 3D. See the also rationale with Jaws 3D. You want to make a horror movie less scary, make it 3D, because unfortunately horror movies, it just makes them look cheesier. Then you've got Jigsaw, Spiral, and then Saw X. And then lastly, Scream, which are the Scream movies 1 through 6. So again, I will give you those franchises again in alphabetical order: Alien, Exorcist, Jaws, Hannibal, Paranormal Activity, The Purge, Resident Evil, The Ring, Saw, and Scream. Again, those are all the top. Those are 10. Those are 10 of the top 20 in alphabetical order.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you want to take a rough guess and see which? Well, I'm going to ask you to put them in order anyway.
Yep.
I was going to say if you want to guess which one was the highest rated, but I'm just curious. When you're ready, I'm ready, and I give you a point for everyone you get correct. So
okay. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5.
Not to mess up your thought processes, but also want to keep in mind that Alien, Exorcist, and Jaws all had movies that their franchises started in the 70s. So keep in mind that when you think about money and how many people saw those movies in the theater versus saw them on television some other way other than box office.
No. This is good. This is good. I like this.
I have fun.
Okay, let's see if let me see if this makes sense to me.
Okay.
You know what? This is where my gut is telling me, so I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not gonna change. Okay, so I'm gonna start at 10 and work my way up. All right. Okay.
And just give me your list, and then I'll tell you how many you got right when we get to the end. So,
okay. 10, The Purge.
Okay.
9, The Ring.
Okay.
8, Exorcist. 7, Jaws.
Okay.
6, Hannibal. 5, Paranormal Activity.
Okay.
4, Alien. 3, Saw. 2, Resident Evil. And 1, Scream.
All right, give me a second. I'm gonna make sure that I got these incorrectly. Make sure I have these correctly, and we're good. So 10-1, you have The Purge, The Ring, Exorcist, Jaws, Hannibal, Paranormal Activity, Alien, Saw, Resident Evil, and then Scream is number 1. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, give me a second here to tally the ones that are in the correct position versus the ones that are not. So I'm going to tell you right now, I am impressed. You have, make sure I count this correct. So out of 10, you got 6 correct.
Yes.
So you started off strong and then in the middle, but then you ended strong. So here we go. So I'm going to tell you the ranking in the top 10 that we have, but also their overall ranking. So coming in at number 10, which of the top 20 highest grossing horror franchises, coming in at number 19, but number 10 on our list, which you had correct, was The Purge. Number 17 all time, but on number 9 for our list, you also have correct, The Ring. Number 8, 16 all time, you have correct, The Exorcist. Number 7, 13 all time, you have correct, Jaws. Number 6, which is where your first miss, is actually in number 11 all time, Paranormal Activity. You said Hannibal.
Yeah.
Number 8 all time, which is number 5 on our list, Scream. You listed Paranormal Activity.
Oh, really?
Yes. Hannibal, Hannibal is our 4th position, is number 7 all time. You listed as Alien. You did get number 3 correct with Saw. Saw is number 5 all time. You got the 2nd place position correct. Resident Evil is number 3. And while you listed Scream as number 1, it actually is the Alien franchise, which is the second most profitable franchise of horror movies of all time. Again, you got 6 out of 10. That was really impressive. So, for extra points, can you name? So I'm going to say this again. So our top 10, these are the positions they are in all time of the top 20. Aliens number 2, Resident Evil is number 3, Saw is 5, Hannibal is 7, Scream is 8, Paranormal Activity is 11, Jaws is 13. That's incredible, given that Jaws has not had any new movies in a couple decades, probably. The Exorcist, again, similarly, is number 16. The Ring, and again, by the way, if we counted the Asian-based movies, Ring would have actually been number 1, but based on the U.S. movies, so when you look at that, there's only 3 movies that are from the U.S. franchise. Is at number 17. And The Purge, I thought my gut would have put The Purge higher because it's more recent, but also it's got quite a few movies. But The Purge came in at number 19. So we do not have the number 1 franchise listed on purpose, because that is your bonus question. Bradley, what do you think is the number 1 highest grossing American horror franchise? And I will give you a hint. It consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. It consists of 9 movies. It's a big franchise. One last hint. It's fairly recent. It just had a lot of movies, but it's fairly recent.
I am gonna say The Conjuring.
Ding, ding, ding. At number 1, you have The Conjuring, which consists of the Conjuring universe, and that is actually how it is turned. The rest of these are franchises. They actually call it the Conjuring universe, which I didn't realize how many of these movies there were. The Conjuring, Annabelle, Conjuring 2, Annabelle Creation, The Nun, Annabelle Comes Home, Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, The Nun 2, and Last Rites. And there's a new one coming out soon, I believe. So
Last Rites just came out. That is the newest one, but there's talk they're actually gonna be doing a TV series for HBO. Yeah.
All right.
Dude, that was fun.
That was good. That was good, my friend. So are you ready for our honest ad?
Yes, give it to me, man.
Here we go. So this will play. Well, hang on. Do we want to do the honest ad? Do you want to do our drafts first?
Well, we're off the air, so let's do your honest ad.
Okay.
And then we'll just log off here, and then we'll log back in and do the nerd again. Let's do it.
Perfect. All right. So given that this is keeping in line with Halloween, all things horrible, scary, and go bump in the night, my honest ad had to be about the absolute scariest character in all of moviedom.
It's right, buddy.
By the fact that Hollywood has unleashed this horrible, just malevolent evil spirit upon us. And as you call it, a tag team partner, because you know me so well, Buddy the Elf.
Absolutely.
Who is the gift that keeps on giving? To call this character a hero, that would be fibbing. Born in NYC, but raised in the North Pole, world domination is his ultimate goal. Worse than Megatron and even Cobra Commander, he kicks old ladies, puppies, and even innocent bystanders. He loves to break the rules and doesn't obey traffic laws, he even put X-Lax and the cookies and milk meant for Santa Claus.
Mm.
This Yuletide terror puts Christmas joy in a pinch. Say whatever you want, but I will always prefer the Grinch. My honest ad for Buddy the Elf.
Love it, love it, love it, man. You know what? We don't even need to sign off. So let's log off, and then I'll send you another invite for a new recording.
Let's do it, brother.
All right.
Yep. See you in a bit.